everyone, and today is day 1.246. It happens to be January 13th, and I am talking this way because this is the voice I'm going to use for a character in a Dungeons & Dragons game that's going to be myself. As fakey as this voice does sound sometimes, but it's been kind of fun over the last couple days to just, when I'm by myself, or what I used to do is read, and I'd be like, so, all right, so I'm going to do the magic trick and pop my voice back down. Yeah, that's me in the game, Karen, and then I won't go through all the other voices, but some of them are very, very low, and some of them are very, very fake, as you just heard. So I do enjoy running a game, Dungeons and Dragons, in that, get to play in different nationalities and whatever else. Not a requirement, by the way. You can be a DM and have a monotone voice, which is what I sound like sometimes. Excuse me. Today's video is going to be about a first-time experience for me. Oh, and hey, what do you know? Today's my 20th month. 13? 20 months on hormones. But anyway, so I've been full-time for over a year now. A year and a month. And today's experience was going bra shopping. One of the gals on my Facebook page had said, I had asked about, where to go to get measured. I hadn't been measured ever, and everything I had done was at home. So I ended up, I did go to Victoria's Secrets because I wanted the experience. Just to say, I went to a Victoria's Secrets and I wanted to be accepted as myself in a Victoria's Secret. So that was kind of a yay thing for me, having never really been in one and been afraid to be in one. And then today I was like, I have every right to be here. And then from there, the size, my band size, they didn't have, which I knew. So I ended up going to Lane Bryant, which also measures you. So I went there and found a bra size. And so doing it myself, I was 10 sizes off, okay? And it was the first time that I had actually gone into a store and bought a bra as a woman since I transitioned, okay? I had done it before when I was younger. Did I do it? I guess I must have done it when I transitioned in the 90s, but I didn't get as far. This is definitely the farthest I've gone with this process in my life, and so it was kind of interesting. But yeah, I was 10 points off, I was 10 ticks off, and I'm not wearing it now. I will wear it later, but I'm very excited to have like a bra that fits, and it is a super duper pusher upper, help you out bra. So the girls will be a full, like a vessel of a submarine. The hull, the front part of the submarine, it'll have that curve that looks really good. I don't have an analogy for it. Anyway, from flat to not flat, magic push-up bra. And the other thing, and here's where, this is my story of doing that, was I had never been bra shopping with my mom. So I felt a little sad that, here I was doing it by myself. And as it so happens, the good Lord will provide. I happened at the same time that I was there was a woman and her daughter, and I guess that must have been her aunt, the mother's sister, taking their daughter bra shopping. And so all you could hear throughout the store was, I don't like that. Try this on. Don't wear that. That makes you look cheap. So vicariously, I got to vicariously, I got to experience what it was like to be a young lady and go bra shopping with your mother and her sister. So happy guy didn't do that. Actually, it was kind of insulting to the little girl or whatnot. So that was interesting, but it was an interesting experience to be measured, and I felt like the Pillsbury Doughboy when she went around me, and just a very, very good. Look at my shoulders. Very, very good experience. So I liked it a lot. But what sold me on the bra, other than it felt really, really well, the other one I tried on I liked, but it had an underwire that, like, I don't know, it seemed like it should be flat. And hang on just a second. I think we're going to continue to hear those little beeps unless I turn off the speakers. Okay, good. Um, and so, I forgot what I was saying. Oh, so like this other bra that I was going to use, it like had these underwires, but I swear that they were like pointed back, and I just felt like I was being attacked, and I didn't like it. So, hey, it's good to try them on. And that, again, that's a new experience for me. All my bras previously have been woman within mail order bras. Okay, so yay me. But what sold me on it too is it said, the little tag said, it said you are a goddess, and that the tag on the bra said something about, you are a goddess, or you can be a goddess or something, and that is what sold me on the bra more than anything else. And the reason why is because um, I've just had this feeling lately that I need to get back into Wicca a little bit, which is where the goddess comes in. And I'm just exploring this now, but there was a time when I had my own Book of Shadows and my own stuff. This is before I got married. I was a witch before. Once you're a witch, you're always a witch. And when I had gotten married, it was one of those things I had to say goodbye to a lot of things, and that was one of them. All of my stuff, my crystals and my candles and my oils and all that wonderful stuff. And I got rid of my Book of Shadows, so kind of starting over again. But I need to run that thread. I need to run that lead down and see kind of where it leads. So definitely I feel somewhat, and let me adjust this a little bit. There we go. I feel somewhat like that is a calling, that I'm feeling the call of that again. And so while I was out today also, I love owls. I've had a thing for owls for a while now. And while I was in the store, I've been looking for anything with an owl on it, and I found something that I liked. And so I went ahead and bought these earrings, which is an owl, and that's kind of my nickname on a couple of chat rooms is Karen Gray Owl. And in the D&D game that I'm running, the voice that I used initially, Karen, I named her Karen as well, and so I wanted to put myself someone in the game, but also as a witch. I think the witch's last name is going to be Gray Owl or something like it, and so I put myself in two ways in this game. And so I think that's, like I said, I'm just exploring, and I'm very, very thankful to God. And I had a good kind of, unfortunately, diatribe with Jamie earlier. I just started talking about religion and my past and whatnot, and again, I don't think my stepfather was the first person to say this, but when he had kind of gotten into Thomas Merton and digging deep, and then he got into some Eastern, which you would probably call Eastern philosophies, or the Kabbalah and Rumi and the Whirling Dervishes and whatnot. His thing was dig deep. If you feel a pull in your relationship with God that's going to strengthen your relationship with God, as however you perceive God, dig deep and keep digging. Follow that faith, follow that vein to something that you believe in. And so, I still would hold that true too. And so, yeah, maybe I am a green witch. Now that I can get the feminine energy and maybe have a balance. I don't know. We got to think about it. I like the philosophy, male and female energies, in being in balance in everyone, or in everyone, as opposed to, I think, some of the more Christian religions, as far as being more patriarchal in nature. Women are second-class citizens. If you go to the Hebrew religion, it's the reverse. Women are the powerhouses in a family. So we'll see. But I bring that up because while I was at the buying supplies for my D&D game, I had gotten asked, do you have a rewards card? And usually I say no, and I don't want one. But I said no, and I guess I better get one because I keep buying stuff here. And she said, well, what is your first name? And I said, Karen. And so I feel somewhat like I'm being pulled into another direction now. And tonight I have a Trans Woman National meeting, and when we go around the circle and introduce ourselves, I think what I'm probably going to say is something to the effect of, my name is Robin, or hello, some of you know me as Robin, and some of you know me as Karen. My full name is Robin Karen Parks. I said, but I foresee very soon that I will be closing a chapter of my life and starting something else. And so, for the moment, I'm kind of closing the chapter on Robin and starting the chapter on Karen. Okay. And what I really mean by that is to say that, I think that, well, I love the name Robin. Okay. Robin got me through. I changed my name to Robin in the 90s when I transitioned the first time. And I won't say I feel like I've failed with that name, because that's not the case. But, that was the name that, I kind of had problems with my transition with. I got married with that name. I've been, I kind of associate it with being a father. It's that learner's permit name, for lack of a better word. And I think that with surgery on the horizon, knock on plastic, definitely if I'm so blessed and fortunate to have surgery in like 3 months, probably after I have surgery, I will exclusively go by Karen. I want to put, like I said, I want to close the chapter on this initial transition phase, and I want to start the next chapter, which will be the next phase, the next chapter. And so I think it's very good somewhat to have those limits, close and the other. And as silly as that might seem, when I lived in Atlanta, I went by another name entirely. Okay. And that was a exploratory period. Am I transgender? Am I a cross-dresser? What does this mean? I tried to compartmentalize it. How much of my life, how much of my runtime is this going to take, and exploring and whatnot. And I'm glad that I don't go by that name anymore, because it doesn't reflect who I am now. And that's something most good fantasy novels, talk about, people having names, and that names have power. And if you know a creature or a wizard's true name, you have power over them. And that was something that I think to a certain degree our dead names, um, people, we feel like some people when they dead name us, they have some sort of power or it cuts through. And I was very happy in the 90s when I changed my name. And my family members didn't go for it. And okay, but back to my 7th month theory, fixation even, I'd say, I think once a trans woman gets to the 7th month, and the changes are externally apparent and beginning, ever more so each day, more and more between 7 and 9, you go between people going, there's something different about you, to, oh my gosh, you're becoming a woman, and so, that I think there's a bit of a change. And Jamie and I were talking about this earlier. It might very well be that people kind of give up. They realize, okay, there's nothing I can say to this person that's going to make them stop transitioning and go back to where they were before. And so I might as well just shut up and accept it. I mean, we can hope. And definitely, and I can tell you in my family, I still have some holdouts, And, again, I can only hope, I can only keep my arms open in a peaceful gesture of, when you are ready, I am ready to have a relationship with you as a family member again. That way, there's no negativity on my side. Let me put it to you that way. And that's a very Eastern way of looking at energy and whatnot. And of course, if we look at Wicca, what you give, you're going to get thrice over. So be peaceful, peaceful. And even Jesus was like, turn the other cheek and, offer, if someone strikes you, offer the other cheek. And then we'll close that thought out too. Mahatma Gandhi, when Gandhi got shot and assassinated, his dying gesture was a sign of forgiveness towards the person that killed him. So again, it's good enough for Gandhi. Hey, it's good enough for me. So, all right, my friends, that is it for today. And I hope everyone is wonderful, 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 wonderful. And we will keep marching on. I'm still today I was at an even 6 pounds. If you're keeping track, if there's a bet, is there a pool? Put me down for $10. I'm good for it. Yeah, 6 days and 6 pounds. I don't think I'm going to lose them, but I'm going to continue to try. And we will go from there. So until next time, good luck to you in your journey. And I will try the same. May the road rise to... Boy, I really am flashing back here. May the road rise to meet you, okay? And the wind be at your back. All right. Till next time, my friends, good luck.